think the best thing that I did for my dating life was to cut out all that mindless texting.
She went on to say, if someone is really interested in you, if a man is really interested in you and you want to really date, or they are really interested in dating and having a serious relationship with you, they will not just do texting. They're going to call you, schedule days to visit, or you guys hang out and all of that. But when a man is texting, you build this emotional, thing with them, and they're actually doing less. Do you agree with that? Let me go ahead and roll a clip for you all to watch to the end. Then I'll come back and talk about it.
I think the best thing that I did for my dating life was to cut out all that mindless texting. All that good morning, what are you doing today? Nothing much, what about you? Oh, I'm going to go to the gym. I don't have to have another conversation even resembling that one ever again. I've had enough. I've had enough to last a lifetime. I don't need any more. That's a really good way to get like emotionally connected to a man who has actually done nothing to like earn that. So now I just let them know off rip, like I'm not a big texter, which is true for me because I really don't even text my friends that much. I don't like texting, but I'm not a big texter. If you want to get in contact with me, you can schedule a phone call, no surprise calls. We can set aside some time during the week to sit down and have a phone call and get to know each other, or you can schedule a date. It's up to you, but you're not, I do repeat, you are not going to blow up my phone with text messages. I'm not the one. So not only does it like weed out the ones who really are not about it for real because they're going to be like, oh, I don't have time to do phone calls throughout the week, or I don't have time for a date, then you don't have time for me. So it weeds out them, but it also is like, can he stick to a scheduled day? Can he keep his word? Can he call when he says he's going to call? When we're on the phone, what is he choosing to talk about? Like, what is he using this time for? Is he actually getting to know me, or are you just sitting on the phone to sit on the phone? So, yeah, skip the texting, baby. Take me straight to the good stuff.
Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Maria Davids. I'm back again with another interesting video. So now she was describing or explaining why she stopped texting men like that. So she's gonna waste her time, emotions to texting. I agree with that because when you're having you're texting somebody morning, afternoon, night, how are you doing, good morning, blah blah blah, you're like telling them everything going on, and you all hardly call or hardly see, you get so much attached to that person that even if you wake up in the morning and you don't see their message, you're like, what's up with this person? And you cannot even tell if this person is genuine with you, because as he's texting you hi good morning, you might be texting like every other girl hi good morning, or might even be doing other things that you don't know that he's doing. So you cannot actually tell if somebody is really serious in with you by texting, because they might be texting a lot of person. I'm sure they might even be doing other things that you might not even be aware with while they are texting you. I feel like texting is a very easy way to just manipulate people, if that makes sense. Let us go ahead and watch what other people has to say. Interesting stitches for you all to watch. So sit down, relax, and let's watch the stitches together. At the end of all the stitches, I will share my own opinion, but then let me know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section.
I think the best thing that I did for my dating life was to cut out all that mindless texting.
I am so glad that somebody else said it, because I've been feeling this way for a while now. And my friends laugh at me because I'm super strict with men in general. So when I complain about men texting me like all day long, they're like, isn't that a good thing? But it's not, for this exact reason. So first of all, watch her entire video so you get the gist of what I'm saying. But that mindless, like all day texting with no end is probably the worst thing you can do when it comes to dating, at least for me. What I realized is that the men that are good with texting all day long, they're doing one of a couple things. One, they're trying to build an emotional connection with you without doing any type of work. They don't want to actually talk to you on the phone. They don't want to take you out. They don't want to spend time with you. They just want to build an emotional connection in the easiest way possible. Two, anybody that can text all day long can text multiple people.
True.
What I've noticed is men that text all day long tend to have a lot of women in their phones. Why? Because they're saying the same things to all of us. It's a very circular conversation. They're almost like reading off a script and just sending it to every woman in their phone. And the reason that I find this so annoying is because I genuinely am not a good texter. But men like this, they are the type to like double, triple text you and almost be like, oh my God, like, why aren't you talking to me back? to them, it makes them seem like super interested in you. Whereas to me, it's like you're claiming ownership over me and you haven't done anything to actually gain my affection. So yeah, completely agree. I do not text niggas. I do not like I barely like a phone call. I'm very much like a hey, we can meet and talk for a day or two and you can take me on a date. Like it's quick for me. I feel like all that lollygagging is you just avoiding doing actual work and building a relationship.
Nothing much. What about you? Oh, I'm gonna go to the gym. I don't have to have another conversation, even.
I've been watching Xmas on TV, so maybe my phone picking up the relationship algorithm on here. But baby, let me tell you, dating is not for the weak. I so understand where she's coming from because baby, I don't I could handle that in my younger days, but I couldn't imagine trying to date now with it's just no substance there. The grand rising, hey queen people, like I ain't gonna lie, they some of the most toxic people you will ever meet. I don't have the energy to ask you your favorite color or talk about your ex or your job all day. Like I don't have time. I'm with her, baby. Let's just go on a date and have fun, and we'll get to learn each other then. That's how you know if a person has substance when they can talk about world views and stuff, and not their ex or their job and silly stuff all day. I just don't have the energy, y'all. Thank goodness.
One ever again. I've had enough. I've had enough to.
Especially for all the black girls out there. Stop being a texter. If dating seriously in 2024 is one of your goals, you need to be doing this. Not only does it create a false sense of intimacy, it wastes your literal time. We'll be so excited for a good night, good morning, all that crap. If it doesn't end in you getting a date or hangout or something practical, you're just a texting buddy. And 9 out of 10 times, you're the only one that's responding back. Quickly, too. People, men and women, they can be easy to read. But this is something kind of important in order for you to kind of level up into getting into more successful relationships. And I'm speaking to myself on that. Although I don't really care to get a relationship anymore now these days, this is probably one of the biggest things I've learned being on my no man binge. You're literally a free therapist. Stop.
I think the best thing that I did for my dating life was to cut out all that mindless texting.
Go back and watch her video. But what she's talking about is something I've been telling my friends about for years. Stop allowing these men to hit you up and say nothing. I don't do it. Assertive and direct communication is the first sign to know that we align. I don't engage in how'd you sleep, how was your day, what you doing, none of those things. All that is, get that out of here. What you need to be, what's going to create a connection, a genuine connection for me, is stating exactly why you're here. So even if it's the very first time you're contacting me, keep it real. Hey, I found you attractive. I came in here to see if maybe I could get to know you or we can establish a connection or I could take you out. Boom. If you're not somebody who likes to just immediately go from get your number to plan a date, you like a little vetting period, I understand. But let's actually get on the phone or actually just get into what we're talking about. When you call your best friend, when I call my best friend, I don't be like, hey girl, how you doing? No, I just get right to the T. That's how I want to be addressed. That's how I want my conversations to go. When I talk to my friends or even somebody I like, I don't ask a bunch of questions because to me it seems like you're trying to force a conversation. I just talk. And then that's just going to create a conversation in itself. It's going to evolve it organically. So engaging in how do you sleep, it doesn't matter how I slept. Engaging in how was your day, when you become the person who's created the space and the connection that I need, I will tell you about my day without you asking. Or maybe when we're in person and I actually feel like I want to share, we'll get to it. But just hit me up with what you doing, how you doing, how's life, da 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 da. I don't want to hear none of that. I want you to get to the point when you're talking to me. And I just want to add, that goes for when you do get to the point where you want to plan a date. I'm not the girl who's like, you can't take me to Cheesecake Factory, you can't take me here, or whatever the case may be. But I am the person you need to plan. You need to have a time. You need to tell me exactly what's going on, what's the dress code, whatever the case may be. So, for example, even if it's a coffee date, I would like you to be thoughtful about it. I want to see if we can meet at this time on this day at this place. Mm-hmm. Send if you really him for real, you'll see the link. so I can look for myself and really get a gauge of what, I'm doing. These people who are like, so they're just laissez-faire with their planning. I can't do that. My time, it just feels like you don't give a fuck about my time and how valuable it is, and you really don't know what you're gonna do with me, and therefore I don't know what I'm gonna do with you, so I'm not gonna do nothing. So I don't know. Watch her video, and I encourage people to just be more assertive with their planning and with their conversation and who they're connecting themselves to and allowing access to them. Because all that small talk, mindless conversation, mindless texting, you're just allowing access to somebody who really doesn't have any intentions for you.
Yeah.
Emotionally connected to a man who has actually done nothing to like earn that.
Y'all see my little bonnet ponytail? This is my braid bonnet. I couldn't find my regular bonnet, so I just had to put my braid bonnet in a ponytail. Anyways, I just came on here to say, as a person that struggles with anxious attachment, part of healing and doing better with that is setting boundaries for yourself. If every little kind of interaction with a person makes you form this serious emotional attachment, but you're a person that desires a partnership that's filled with more, like intention, romance, dates, cut the texting and cut the DMs. When you meet somebody new, the way I get to know each other needs to be phone calls, FaceTimes, and dates. Heaviest on dates. Do not be laying up on the phone with these people all day, every day. You have to set a boundary with your time and your energy if you want more.
I think the best thing that I did for my dating life was to cut out all that mindless texting.
See, what women think is petty is different from what men think is petty. Because there are men who will get to know you and have substantial conversations, long conversations. And what's worse than measly old texting is women who fall asleep on the phone. You get to talking and feeding your mind, having these great conversations throughout the night, and next thing you know, all I hear is silence. Then heavy breathing. Then I'm like, hello? Hello? Y'all ain't really trying to hear and have great conversation. Y'all just want dudes to be attached to you. Y'all want a leader who can lead you right into sleep.
I think the best thing that I did for my dating life was to cut out all that mindless texting.
I started implementing that rule in my life, and for me it's really easy because I literally have a flip phone and I use that as an excuse. But me and my current boyfriend, we both agreed that we were not going to text very much at all because it creates kind of a sense of attachment that you would otherwise not have if you did not text that person all day. And so he would essentially text me for one reason only, and it's to schedule a call. And on that call, he would plan out a date, ask me on a date, and then so on and so forth. Now that we're like officially dating, I text him kind of a little more, but still not a lot compared to previous relationships that I've had. And it works out for us because all of our bonding is done in person, like it should be.
If you're still here, let me know your thoughts, your comments, your opinion, suggestion down in the comment section. What do you think? Do you think not texting a man shows that when you like limit or set boundaries on not texting them, they might take you more seriously, or you get to know the real person you're talking to? Or you think texting is a good thing? Doesn't matter. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. All opinions are accepted if you kindly put them down respectfully. Okay, so for me, if you ask me, am I the texting type of person or the calling type of person? I'm the go straight to the point type of person. Like, just go straight to the point. Just tell me what you're trying to tell me. Don't go like just tell me what you want to tell me. Just call me and just tell me what you want to tell me. Don't I don't have time. I feel like as I grow, I see that I don't have time for unnecessary conversation. So this texting, I would understand why some women would be like, they don't have time for that texting, because that doesn't show that you really want to get to know me. If you want to get to know me, you schedule dates with me, you take me out, you call me, not just texting, because I feel like texting is one of the easiest things to do if you want to date. And you all, dating in 2024 is going to be hard, because dating in 2023 was a disaster. Now 2024 is going to be extremely hard. We're going to be here to see everything. Okay, so dating in 2024, I feel like if you've been accepting texting and it's not working out, for people that want to go in a relationship, listen, it's not everybody that doesn't want to go in a relationship. Everybody are entitled to whatever they want to do. So people that want to go in a relationship, if you've been picking the texting and it doesn't work for you, why don't you just set boundaries on that texting and be like, call me more often? And so that, I feel like when you're calling somebody, when you're on the phone with somebody, you can easily detect a lie. You can easily detect a lot of things than texting. Even to we girls, like when I want to say something very important, or something like I want to really hear my friend opinion or something, for real opinion, I'll just call you, because immediately, before you can start thinking of a lie, thinking of something, you will just have to say the truth. And that would also apply to men as well, because if you're on the phone with them, you can tell their intention, you can tell if they're really into you or not. But when you're texting, you can just send a message. It's a text, it's a message. Like, it doesn't have to do with anything, my own opinion. Okay, so I totally agree that dating 2024 should be more of calling, more of scheduling dates, plan, tell me, oh, this, what are you free, so dates so time, I booked this, a restaurant, blah blah blah, reservation, just make an effort than just texting. And most of the time, these men that do the texting, at the end of the day, they don't really have anything to offer. But then everybody's different. Okay, let me go ahead and know your thoughts about this particular conversation down in the comment section. Thank you all so much for sticking around to this point. I hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe, and put your thoughts down in the comment section, of course, and turn on the post notification bell when you subscribe, so you can get notified each time I upload interesting video like this one. All right, I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.